Danganronpa.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Episode Danganronpa 3. Und wir investigieren heute Mios Mörder. First, I should check the Monokuma file. The victim is the ultimate inventor, Mio Iruma. The body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor. Approximate time of death is 6:30 a.m. There are no external wounds on the body. Wait, 6:30? No external wounds. Killed around 6:30 in the morning. Wie viel ist jetzt? The time of death happened 30 minutes before now, while we were still in the virtual world. Kokichi, what do you want? You don't have to be so wary of me. It's not like I'm gonna get in your way, Suichi. I hate lies so much that I tend to suspect others a lot. Kaito said he wouldn't team up with you for this case, but I can't trust those words.
So that means...
That's why I'm keeping an eye out, just in case he tries to bother you.
It's true!
Don't take it wrong, anyway, though I'm not trying to replace Kaito as your partner, okay?
All right.
But I will help you as much as I can, so where are we gonna investigate now? What is he up to? Why is he following me? Mio's hands are clasped around her neck, as if she was grasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a lot.
Wow.
That is one gruely face. Mio must have suffered a lot. A vulgar death fit for a vulgar bitch.
Hey.
Stop, Kokichi. Even if you are joking, that's too far.
It's nothing.
You're right. You should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them.
Right?
Even if she was this pathetic, dirty cum toilet of a person. I suppose I will never get Kokichi to change. But what's Mio's cause of death? It doesn't say in the Monokuma file. May I? I wanted to let you know, just in case it turns out to be a clue. I was the first one to lock out and find Mio's body. She was still wearing the helmet and her body was contorting into this awful position. Maki locked out after I did, and she helped me take Mio's helmet off. And then she was gone.
Hey.
Is that a confession? Was hat gesagt? Was heißt contorting? Ich will sicher gehen. Ich will echt sicher gehen. Übersetz es doch einfach. Irgendwie so verkrampfen anscheinend. Bedeutet das... Das heißt, sie war gerade dabei. Sie war gerade am Sterben. How is that a confession? Anyway, the question is the cause of death. What caused her to suffer like this? Miu's hands are clasped around her neck. She was grasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a lot. Ja, okay, das... This is the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in, others have them removed. I'm positive that they were unplugged after logging out. Ah, that's it, the cords. We were supposed to plug the cords from the computer into our helmets. The red for consciousness, the blue for memory. If you got those tools mixed up. Glitch.
That's right.
Switch, I gotta explain. Just so you don't misunderstand. Explain what? You're talking about how you logged out by yourself, right? Okay, let's hear it.
What?
Why are you... Feel free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is the real pleasure of this game, after all.
Hey.
Kaito, just ignore and talk to me, okay?
I mean...
About the whole logging out thing, I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secret of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up under me. I was suddenly sucked in, and before I knew it, I was locked out. The same thing happened when I used the phone. How did that happen on the roof? And what happened after you logged out? Everyone else was still logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. So I just went back to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired. And the body discovery announcement woke you. Okay. Yeah, that's right, I heard it and rushed back here. Do you remember what condition Mio's body was when you logged out? I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know. You didn't notice anything wrong? Like whether she was dead or not? Like I said, I don't know. Okay, sorry, so I just need to object to the contradiction in the testimony. I said I'm not lying, tell him. Suchi. Tell him, Naegi. No, Suchi, in order to find the truth, you can't be biased. Gib mir nochmal die Story. I've been wondering, what was the secret of the outside world that we were searching for anyway? We need to discover what the secret actually was. We couldn't find anything at the chapel, and you found nothing at the mansion, right?
Okay.
No, Tsumugi and I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything either. That's probably the same with Kaito and Gonta too, right? And knowing them, if they had found something, they would have told us right away. Yes, they would have, unlike you. Suichi, did you hear that? The robots being sassy with me.
So mean.
Did you know robots don't need a warm blood to function, so they become good like this? That's why he's more concerned about the secret of the outside world than poor Miu. He told us he wouldn't cry even if he wanted to. He went so far to stage his dramatic reaction. That's not true. I'm hoping we can discover the truth too. You are a pretty advanced robot. You can be sassy and make excuses. Maki was working on the computer, her hand moving the mouse around rapidly. You know how to work with that computer?
Nope.
No, not really. I've never used this program before either. I see. I imagine that would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert.
Well,
But I did find the text file regarding this program. It has info about the program's basic features, but other than that, there's not much. So what did it say? If you don't want to tell me, at least tell it to Suichi. According to this text file, the killing game simulator used a certain program as the base. It's called the Neon World Program. New World Program, never heard of it. In this killing game simulator, objects can't break. Your body's 5 senses are connected to your avatar, and your avatar cannot be harmed. But any damage inflicted on your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world.
That's true.
If your avatar receives fatal damage, then your real body will die from shock.
Huh?
From shock.
Oh.
This is the first time we're hearing about this. If someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world, then they would die in the real world. Well, your 5 senses are connected, so it makes sense if you feel the same amount of pain.
Right?
So it wouldn't be too surprising if you died from the fatal injury. But the more important question is, why didn't you keep such an important detail a secret? That is strange, I have no idea why she wouldn't mention such an important detail. Did she hide that from us on purpose? That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the worlds is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Ramps and special transportation like mounts do not exist.
I see.
So you can only move around using your avatar.
How boring.
She should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world. That's all it says in this text file. Thank you, Maki, that was very helpful. But is the info in the text file correct?
What are you talking about? Nuh-uh.
I'm not doubting you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying that file could have been rewritten. It is possible someone rewrote the original with false information, you know. But to determine that, you would have need extensive knowledge of computers.
It's my time to shine.
Huh?
What?
Stop it.
Don't get in our way. I won't get in the way. In fact, I want you to help me with the investigation. Help with the investigation? Montoro, what are you saying?
Hey.
Come on, please. Won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot I'm bad with computers, I'm good with computers now.
What are you talking about?
That logic doesn't make sense. You can't, Montoro. We are not allowed to help the participants. As mascots, we gotta stick to that rule.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck about the rules. I wanna help everyone. I wanna avenge my dead mommy.
Huh?
Your mommy, you mean me?
Dad,
No, Montoro, you've forgotten her again. You've forgotten that she's not your mother.
I want
And you've forgotten about the important person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig. I'm busy avenging mommy's death. How sad, but it looks like this is goodbye. I love you, but there's someone I need to protect. Goodbye.
you. So long. Farewell.
Alright then, let's do this. Do what?
So what?
I don't care either. If you want to help, then that's fine. I choose, I suppose. Thanks, I will do my best for mommy's sake.
No.
Wait, perhaps we should... He's doing his best for his dead mommy. I'm so touched. Alright, fine. I will leave it to you then. I suppose we have no choice.
All right.
I will start analyzing the computer right away.
This stinky little computer is no match for my hands.
Yeah, his hands are going at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
All right.
I've already analyzed a few things. Already?
Okay.
The text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered.
Yay!
Also, I found this too.
Is this?
This looks like the information of when everyone logged in and out. Oh, das ist fucking useful. Oh, Kaito hat gelogen. Moment. Oh, freak, ist es 8 AM oder ist es 5:70 AM oder 5:70 PM? Okay, Kokichi logged out. Wait. Ich hoffe, es ist nicht zu viel Text gewesen. Das war davor. Oh, okay, alles klar. Oh, lol, das ist ja mal der gesamte Text. Ah, das ist ein Flashback, okay. Ich brauche die Aussage vom Kibo. Meinte er nicht, Mio wäre gekommen? Guck mal, wären nicht so unnötige Sätze gefallen, ne? Dann würde man jetzt super noch nachvollziehen können, was passiert ist. Aber meinte er nicht, nach Kibo sei Maki gekommen?
Okay.
There's no sign that this was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Hey,
Could you show it to me? It really does have everyone's log in and log out this time's record. Aside from Mio, everyone has logged in and out once.
you're right.
Then it would appear that no one secretly logged out and then logged back in. Then my main concern becomes Kaito, he logged out ahead of us. No, it couldn't be him. Also, there's something else I noticed while I was analyzing the program.
So,
It looks like some parts of the program were rewritten. Obviously, Mia was the only person capable of doing that. So, which files did she rewrite and what did she change?
okay.
I will analyze that, of course, but it's gonna take a little time. Well, as long as it's done by the class trial, then Suichi will be able to avenge Mio.
All right.
Then I will keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. You're such a reliable person. Way more than you. Als sie rauskam, was hast du gesehen? I never thought Mia would be killed. When I saw her avatar there not moving, I thought maybe, but... That's right, you saw that Mio's avatar in the virtual world had stopped moving. Me, Kibo and Maki all found her avatar.
Hey,
Can you tell me more about that? Any details? We were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel. Mio was too, right? No, Mio volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, so she wasn't with us. Okay. We searched, but we couldn't find anything. Then, right when we were starting to get tired, all of a sudden we heard a really loud sound outside. It must have been the sound I heard as well. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. Something hit the chapel wall. So we all rushed outside to check the side of chapel and we found Mio's avatar. That's when you went to look out to check Mio's real body, correct? But when we went to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason.
Jeez.
Then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
thank you. Oh,
That testimony sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river.
because...
Because if they weren't able to cross the river, then no one could have gone between the mansion and chapel. Then this helped us narrow down the people who could have come into contact with Mio. Who could have come in contact with Mio and the chapel? Und warum haben wir die gehört? Besonders warum haben wir Kibo gehört? Mio was killed while we were instant to the virtual world. Okay. Ich würde gerne nochmal rein. This is the device that we wore on the headset to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have their cords blocked, others have been removed. Ja, okay. Hey there, I know you're busy with the computer, but I want to go over what we learned from the investigation in the program. Oh yeah. You want to use this computer? Go right ahead. Alright, first, what program information was listed in the text file? According to the file, the killing game simulator was based on the New World program. In the simulator, objects can break. Your 5 senses are connected to your avatar, but your avatar cannot be harmed. Damage inflicted to your avatar will be transferred to your real body. That's exactly what Mio told us. If your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. In other words, fatal injuries in the virtual world are fatal to your real body as well. I don't recall Mio ever telling us this. She wouldn't just forget to tell us. Was she hiding this information on purpose? Physics are also the same in the virtual world. There isn't any warping or quick transporting methods. You can only use your avatar to get around. That's all about that's written in the text file. The other piece of evidence I found interesting is login, logout record that Monotaro found. It recorded all of the times we logged in and out. Excluding the victim Mio. Everyone only logged in and out once. Which means Kaito, he logged out before any of us, but he couldn't have been in. Okay, All finished? Alright, then I will keep on analyzing the crap of this program. Und gibt uns Bescheid, okay.
Hey,
Gonta, are you alright?
you're so dumb.
Are you still depressed about Mio? Come on, don't be such a DB donor.
By the way,
Oh, Gonta, I wanna know what you think. Rare, I know, but what do you think? Who is the culprit? Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why is this happen? Why Mio killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. But Gonta frustrated and said, Gonta no could protect Mio. He seems all over the place right now. Oh man, I think all he wants, he's like this.
it's true.
But Gonta doesn't seem to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling us the truth. Well, I guess a big dum-dum like Gonta doesn't have the brain to lie in the first place.
Hey,
Don't talk about him like that. I'm so disappointed in you, Gonta. When I first met you, I thought you would be more useful.
Sorry. Don't,
So,
idiot.
Gonta, sorry, you no could protect Mio. Gonta.
Hey.
If you feel that bad about it, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit instead. This is the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us, okay? Okay, Gonta understand.
Don't do his best.
To find culprit, Gonta definitely do his best this time. That's the spirit. Now Kokichi is encouraging me. I really don't know what Kokichi is thinking. There's something on the seat. It's a small bottle. I feel as though I've seen this before.
Oh?
This is yours, right, Suichi?
Huh?
Mine? No, I guess it's not yours, but it is from your lab. That's right, the Ultimate Detective's lab.
Right?
It's poison. So you know about this, Kokichi. Of course, because I already checked it. We're on a killing game, you know. If there's poison and tricks prepared, then of course I would investigate them as soon as possible. It's not so I can use I check in case someone else uses them.
By the way,
Did you see that label on the back of this bottle? The label. According to the warnings here, this poison is pretty lethal. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed, so it has to be taken directly. But when it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if they only sip a bit. Which means if you could get the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. I can't imagine a better method of killing someone who's locked
by
in.
the way,
I should tell you what symptoms the poison causes. It causes a small blood vessel under the conjuncture to explode, which makes the whites of your eyes turn blood red. Bloodshot eyes, that's important information. Well, that's everything about the poison. I'm doing a good job. Maybe it's time to acknowledge me as your partner. I thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner. Did I? Well, sometimes I lie without even knowing it.
anyway,
You brought this poison. Do you think the culprit did it? Who brought this poison? I can't be certain yet. but I do know that the position was left on that person's chair. Auf Kokichis Chair. Und Kibo ist neben Mio. Kibo, dann... Darf ich noch mal rein? Zum irgendwelche Hinweise noch?
Like I thought.
I ended up like this after all. I had a bad feeling ever since I thought I saw Mio from the dining room window. You thought you saw Mio? Yeah, I told Soichi about it. There's a small window in the dining room. Maybe 10 minutes ago I looked through it. And I thought I saw Mio. Oh, das habe ich ganz vergessen. You saw Mio then? I thought I must have been mistaken since she's been by the chapel. You're only saying you were mistaken so you don't have to feel as guilty.
Because...
If you seem positive it was Mio, then you could have done something sooner. You could have prevented her death, you know?
Hey!
That's just speculations, Kokichi. You can't just...
My bad.
Okay. We went a little off topic here. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. What did you do after you thought you saw Mio? What? I thought I was mistaken, but it really bothered me. So about 10 minutes later I told Soichi why we were talking about it. What was that? What was that sound? It sounded as if it was struck very hard. We heard a loud sound and rushed out to the entrance hall. For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no. What? That was Kiba's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
Huh?
Kiba's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel?
Okay.
He was, but some again are positive it was his voice. We heard Kiba from the entrance hall when he should have been at the chapel. That's weird, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything between the chapel and mansion. Even Mio said that. Map loading point.
I see.
You are right, the sound shouldn't reach through the map loading point. How did we hear Kibu's voice? How were we able to hear Kibu at the mansion if he was at the chapel? Maybe someone's lying. Lying?
Hey!
By the way, Kokichi, did you hear it, the loud noise or Kibu's voice at all? I'm not sure, must have not noticed because I was too busy searching. You are lying to this face. Kaito.
Hey!
Kaito, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something?
Don't screw around.
Why would I like you, dumbass? I was interested in Soichi's conversation. You hit Kiba's voice when it should have been impossible. Can you tell me more about that? What I said was pretty much everything. After that, we headed back to the chapel to see what happened. We saw Gonta as we left the mansion, and the three of us went to the river together. That's when you met up with Kokichi.
Yeah.
And then we used the signboard that I found as a bridge. What about it though? Did you notice anything? I suppose not.
But...
I see you're working hard. It looks like you're starting to take the game seriously, Kaito. I suppose I've investigated everything that I can.
Hey!
Are you done investigating the crime scene? So do you know who the culprit is yet?
No.
No, this might not actually be the crime scene. Yes, injuries in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world. Meaning that there's a possibility that she was killed in the virtual world. Which means the next area to investigate should be
I
the
see.
virtual world. We should go in there.
See?
I just read your mind, didn't I? I did, right? If that's the case, then I'm coming too. Oh great, he's coming. You must really like me, huh? Whatever you want. I don't have the time to waste on you. If we go back to the virtual world, we might find some new clues. With those, I might be able to clear my name. May I join you as well? I also think we should investigate the virtual world again. Why don't we all go? So I get to be the avatar again.
What?
Did you actually like the avatar after all? I'm going to stay here. He's still in the middle of analyzing the program. Going to search the place some more. This no time to be sleeping. That's what we are. Well, that's fine. Then I will stay here too.
Huh?
Surprised? Are you gonna let lonely without your partner?
My bad.
But I'm busy too, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful.
See?
Well, you and Kaito are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right?
Thank goodness.
Good thing Gonta's here with me. Your glare is too scary to handle alone. Gonta would risk his life to protect me from a murderer. Huh? Hey, if you keep saying messed up crap like that, I'm gonna kick your ass into orbit. It's fine, just ignore him and hurry into the virtual world. Kaito, let's just focus on solving this case for now.
Thank goodness.
I don't like violence. I'm the ultimate supreme leader. I would rather sneak around.
So that means...
So anyway, I will leave the virtual world to you, Suichi.
Yeah.
But I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can only be solved by you, okay? Your talent can save the useless people here, you know?
I told you.
Kaito, let's go. Kaito, Kibu, Himiko, Tsumugi and I prepared to enter the virtual world. We picked up our helms once again, sitting in the same seat as before.
So the red cord goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right is the hand I hold my chopsticks. I gotta be sure to get it right.
Das meinte sie damit.
Worried, why don't you use one that's already set up?
We place this and flip the switch. Why don't you use one that's already set up?
Great, huh?
Oh, it's my avatar. Look, my avatar. So, you liked it after all.
No.
So we're back here.
100%.
Apparently we always arrive in this room when we log in. Mio said that logging in and out isn't possible unless we were in this room.
Huh?
How did I get logged out while I was on the rooftop?
Okay.
Yes, we need to investigate that
What
area
should we
too.
do?
First we need to check Mio's avatar, right?
That's right.
I think her avatar is still in the chapel. Then let's me head to the chapel. This is the phone when we used to log out. You picked up the receiver, say your name, and your avatar logs out. This phone isn't mobile, so you can... Okay. Ah, I should check the map before heading to the chapel. 2 maps on the wall. Yes. Das ist klar. Ganze Welt. Ja, wenn man rechts rausgeht, kommt man links wieder rein. Das ist das Geheimnis. Deswegen ist auch ein freaking Steinweg.
Hey, Suichi.
I understand. Looking at maps makes you feel calm, does it?
Huh?
You're the type who stares at maps alone instead of playing at recess,
No.
aren't you? I never did anything like that.
Shuichi!
Don't forget we're here for you, bro.
Indeed.
You're not alone anymore.
That's fine.
You don't need to withdraw into a shell, you know. I'm so proud of you. You made friends with real people, not maps.
That's wrong.
Okay, zuerst die Chapel. Die Bit-Version mag ich nicht. Es gibt gute Bit-Versionen, aber... Oh, Suichi, could you please come with me?
What happened?
What happened? I found something strange. I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but I want to hear your opinion regardless. This is toilet paper, right? Why would be in a place like
That's
this?
right.
It's cold here.
Huh? Which means...
My initial thought was that someone may have come here to defect.
No.
I don't think that's it. I don't think avatars have bowel movements. I don't have to go at all. I didn't realize that. They never occurred to me as I do not need to experience solid waste in the real world. I'm sorry.
Ah. But
It's still strange. Why would toilet paper be in a place like this? Could this be related to the case?
Hey, so
Isn't this the signboard that Mio threw into the river? Whoops, my hand slipped.
you know,
It's not such some other signboard, right? She said there's only one of
No.
them. It's definitely the same. I brought back the one that was stuck on the rivers. So that's what happened. But there's something bothering me. The rocks that signboard got caught on weren't on the chapel side of the map. They were on the mansion side. What about that bothers you? It just got washed, yes.
Shuichi.
Hey, think later, bro. Let's get moving. For now, we need to investigate the scene. Was passiert, wenn ich hier...
as I thought.
The scene of the crime has not been altered since I found her. So there's no possibility there's someone tried to tamper with the crime scene afterwards. That's for sure, just like how we left it. I'm pretty confident in my memory. I memorized a magic spell that would take a whole year just to chant.
What?
If you think I'm lying, I could start to chant right now, you know?
Unfortunately.
No, thank you. I don't think I could wait a whole year. A locked out avatar appears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains unchanged.
Actually,
Look at all that stuff scattered around. What happened here? That's what we're gonna start investigating right now. Isn't that right, Suichi? Right. Is this a cell phone? There are cell phones in this world, but what could they be for?
No.
That's it. It's a phone, so... Cell phone. I can't believe there's something like this here. Perfect timing. I would like you to help me out with something. I want you to test something out.
Come on, man. Of course.
I would never say no to a favor from my sidekick.
You know,
So what do you need
Is
me
that
to do?
alright?
You don't have to do anything. I just have to stand here. Kaito Momota.
I knew it.
He locked out, just as I thought. This can be used to lock out, just like the phone in the saloon. And this proves it doesn't have to be the person themselves. If you just say the name, you can lock out anyone you like.
Alright.
I bet Kaito was pretty surprised when he locked out all of a sudden. I should apologize for that later. This is a hammer. Why would there be a hammer in this world? I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as a weapon. Miu said she deleted dangerous object. I can't imagine she would miss a hammer. Was Miu lying? Why would she lie? That a piece of lettuce? Why is this here? That was a mysterious object. It's a wooden mat. It used to be common in bathrooms.
yeah?
I didn't see anything like it at the chapel. Where did it come from?
Yeah.
I just figured out it was my magic. You did?
See.
Maybe someone used that instead of the signboard to cross the river. That someone is the
No.
culprit. I don't think so. The river's current is pretty fast. Even if you did use the cross, there's no reason it would be here. Why would you want to test me? But it does this mean what's something like this doing here? I'm not positive why this lettuce is left here, but I'm sure that it must have something to do with the case. Miu's avatar is frozen, collapsed in the snow. A locked out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains. Makes sense for the King game simulator. If the body disappeared, we couldn't investigate. The avatars never show injuries, so they stay the same. She still looks mostly alive.
But
Her face is so pretty here, isn't it? It's hard to believe she's dead.
Okay.
Da oben ist ein Tower. We don't know why the class trial could... When the trial... Okay, wir sind hier noch nicht fertig.
Hey.
Could you tell me about when you found Mio one more time? We were looking for the secret out of the... Okay, but since Mio volunteered to check outside the chapel, she was separated from us. A while after we started the search, we heard a loud sound outside. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. You felt it all the way from inside. Something hit the chapel wall? So we all rushed outside to check the side of the chapel and we found Mio's avatar. And then we all tried to go to the mansion to log out and check Mio's real body. But when we got to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason. Then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
Thank you.
There must be some clue in that account. What's wrong, Kibo? Is something bothering you? I just remembered something. I think the whispering I overheard might be relevant to the case. You hate whispering?
Yes.
I did not intend to eavesdrop, but I did hear it. Shortly before we gathered at the chapel and dispersed to begin searching. Oh, before we split up, I want to ask you something, Mio. It would seem Kokichi and Mio had made plans to meet each other. Each other. Kokichi was confirming the specific place they were supposed to meet. I couldn't hear the whole conversation, but I'm certain the rooftop was mentioned. Then those two met up on the top of the rooftop. It's strange, right? If they were planning to meet on the mansion's rooftop. Why did Mio volunteer to search the area around the chapel? That is true. If they were meeting on the roof, she would have wanted to search the mansion. Either way, she shouldn't have been able to get to the rooftop. She was searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found her avatar. And with no bridge to cross the river, she could not have gone from the chapel to the mansion. That's true, something is strange all about this. Okay, I finished my investigating this area.
Shuichi.
It wouldn't seem that we have finished investigating this place.
Okay.
Okay, there's something I wanted to ask. Can our avatars hide objects? It seems like you can put stuff in your clothes here too, just like in the real world. I see, just like in the real world. So what are you going to do next? Are we going back to the real world already? Before that, there's one more place I will have to investigate. The Mansion Rooftop.
As I thought.
Very well then. The place me and Kokichi were supposed to meet, the place Kaito locked out. I'm positive it has something to do with this case. There should be clues there. I don't really get it, but if you want to investigate, then let's go to do that, Shuichi. Ich gehe hier einfach rechts raus. Shuichi, everyone is counting on you, including myself. Please give the class trial everything you have got and see through to the end. And I will do my best as well, of course. And I as well, I can at least do that. I'm a detective after all. Fallen Sachen auch aus dem Himmel? Wie fallen die Sachen aus dem Himmel?
Shuichi!
What was all that about? Sorry. I just wanted to see if I could log out using the cell phone. Then tell me first, that was bad for my health. I suddenly got locked out. I panicked and rushed back in here.
Stop.
Come on now, that's enough. We don't interfere with the investigating. I was referring... Wait, why did you guys come back here? Did you already finish investigating? I wanted to investigate the rooftop next. That's important. What's important about the rooftop? Wasn't Mio at the chapel the whole time? I found her on the ground next to it. Was hast du gerade gesagt? Ah, okay. Er war ja dabei. Glück gehabt.
It'll be okay.
Shuichi can do it for sure. He's the ultimate detective after all. If we're gonna be like that, then do what you want. Investigate the rooftop or whatever. But Soichi is my sidekick. In other words, his deductions are my deductions. And my deductions are his.
Hey now.
What are you, some credit-stealing bully? Well, I'm gonna investigate Mio's avatar since I got interrupted last time.
Sorry. Well then.
Yeah.
Soll das so viel laden? Mio and Kokichi were supposed to meet on this very rooftop, and the person in charge of searching this area, Kaito, forcibly locked out. The area must have something to do with the case. I might be not directly connected to the case, but I should inspect the binoculars. I can see this building on top of a hill. I can see the past point because it's the map loading point. But that is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? The storage room. It's a little different than I remember. It feels as if something is missing. Letztes Ding da. Was suchst du? I see.
Hey.
What's wrong, Sumigi? Look at the doorknob, it's locked. It is. It's a thumb turn lock. Easy to lock. It seems like you can't lock it unless you're on the outside. And look, the keyhole is on the side of the door. Isn't it usually the other way around?
No.
Not necessarily. I've seen this before to prevent you from locking yourself out.
I see.
Is that so? This rooftop has a lock on the door. That is important information. What's wrong, Himiko?
Okay.
When murders happen in a mansion in the snow like this, there are always locked room mysteries created by piled up snow, isn't that right? But it's disappointing that you can't leave footprints in the snow in this world. Kiba, did you find anything? This is difficult. There's nothing here that seems to resemble a clue. But Mio should have arranged to meet with Kokichi here. I thought we could at least confirm whether or not she really came to the rooftop. But unfortunately there are no clues which indicate that. Did Mio ever come to the rooftop? That is an important question. I wanted your opinion on something. Do you think you could get up and down from this roof from outside the mansion?
Well.
No, that would have been very difficult. The rooftop is rather high. Even the edge of the roof is roughly the height of a 3 to 4 story building.
You're right.
It's certainly too high to jump,
As I thought.
which means it would have been impossible to climb up from the outside. That means that the only way to this rooftop is the stairs. I've inspected everything here. Well, that's left now is... Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. Why are you here? I thought you were analyzing the
Told you.
Montero finished analyzing the program, so he told me to gather everyone. You finished?
Shuichi!
We should probably head back then. Our investigation is pretty much done, right? You're right.
Shuichi.
Well then, we will head back
I
first.
don't wanna.
I don't want to say goodbye to my avatar. Did you like it that much?
Then,
We should go.
Hey.
What's wrong?
Ew.
Well, you're definitely more reliable in a cholesterol than out. All of the other things too. What?
Well,
I'm not trying to sound like Kaito, but I don't think you should carry all the burden alone. You're Soichi Saihara before you're a detective. Don't ever forget that. Well, I shouldn't be talking. I threw away my identity as Maki Harukawa to be an assassin.
Thank you.
Was she being considerate just now? Immer noch beste Waifu. It's just you and me. We should lock out too. By the way, there's something happened between you and Kaito.
Huh?
What?
Well,
When he locked out a little while ago, he looked like he was in a bad mood.
Sorry.
That's probably my fault. Soichi's Saihara. Okay. I put the device off my head and the real world appeared before me.
Shuichi!
Isn't the real world way better than the virtual? Anyway, I felt so lonely without you around. I apologize for making me unloved. There's something I want to ask you. I totally didn't draw anything on your tummy while you were locked in, okay? What?
It's a lie.
I'm kidding. So, what is what you wanted to ask? You planned to meet me on the roof, right? Did you end up meeting her? Oh, so you know about that, Soichi. Impressive, Mr. Ultimate Detective.
Okay.
Oh, I will tell you what happened. I never met up with Mio. I couldn't get to the rooftop because it was locked.
Huh?
Locked? After I gave up, I went back to the saloon to search for the secret of the outside world. Is that true, Koichi? Are you adopting me?
That's...
Can someone verify that you were at the saloon the entire time? Did you meet anyone there? No, I don't have a witness.
right?
But you can also say that there is no witness who can prove I wasn't there.
Hey!
Unless you saw the saloon empty yourself.
Anyway,
Well, it's up to you whether you wanna believe me or not.
Shuichi!
But you shouldn't doubt me like that. We are partners. Which one is it? Did Kokichi met with me or not? Is he lying or telling the truth? Which is it? Verdächtig. I've been waiting for you, Suichi. I'm sure Maki already told you, but I finally finished analyzing the program. I'm starting to put together a lot of important facts, so here we are. He really is trying to be our friend, a little bit at least. First, the person who tampered with this program was Mami, like we suspected. Mami has an eccentric way of writing her code, so I knew it was her right away. I guess her personality wasn't the only eccentric thing about her.
Wait a minute.
So, what did she tamper with? A few things, but I will share the first one with you. It looks like Mami deleted a lot of objects from this killing game simulator. She said that she deleted anything that could be used as a weapon, but in that case, why is there a hammer?
Okay.
That's true, only the hammer was left, but why was it left? That way the program was written makes it seems like she did it on purpose.
Then
Did she add anything? We found a cell phone in the virtual world. No, that cell phone was an original feature of the program. That implies Mio hid that fact from us, which means all Mami added were 2 maps, the rest was already part of the
By
program.
the way,
While we are talking about objects, I want to ask you something. We used the signboard to cross the river, but we could have been used something else as a bridge. I didn't really see anything that could have been used as a bridge to cross the river. So only that signboard could have been used as a bridge. So what's the next thing she tampered with?
Okie dokie.
Well, it looks like she also tampered with certain parameters of the program. Everything that program is categorized as either a human or non-human object. Of course, everyone's avatar was assigned the human parameter,
Really?
but for some reason, Mami gave her avatar the non-human object parameter. And what happens when you become an object? Well, the difference is only for identification purposes, so it probably didn't affect anything.
Well,
But if you didn't affect anything, then why would she have gone out of her way to do that?
Ah,
Perhaps that has something to do with the next thing that she tampered with.
so.
Mami added a wall that didn't originally exist in the program. The coordinates of the virtual worlds are represented on an X and Y axis. And it seems Mami added the wall that runs the length of the Y axis. She created an additional wall. There were walls in 4 directions.
Hey,
But you're positive there was only one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely the only one. What does that mean? Which wall was the one Mio added? Originally waren die beiden connected. Originally ist die Mitte gar nicht gewesen, oder? Also, it looks like that extra wall was given a special setting. A setting that allows non-human object to pass through it. I see, that's very interesting. So are those all the things she tampered with? There's one more thing. So, one of you guys also had a strange setting to give their avatar.
Okay.
They would be unable to move if Mommy touched them.
Then
So if Mew touched them, their avatar would be paralyzed. Who was it? What? One of you guys also had a strange setting given to their avatar. They would be unable to move if Mommy touched them. It was Kokichi. It's me? I didn't know that. Well, duh, I wouldn't know. I never touched Mew on that board. I see, I didn't even notice.
Okie dokie.
That's all I have to report. Well, do you think it will help you guys out? That helps a lot, thanks. I should probably tell you this too, though it's probably not related to the case. Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error. The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details, but something strange definitely happened to some avatars when you're all logged in. I don't think everyone's avatar was acting strange though. What kind of error could it be? That's important information. Okay, everyone. Oh.
Time for the class trial. You know, that thing where everyone stands in a circle and talks about the dead body. Low energy? Me? No, I'm excited. Really. I'm just taking a little break right now. When I'm done, I'll be my usual energized self. Yep, I'll be way more energized. Anyway, that's all.
You seem like you're not into it at all. We don't have the class trial, you know? But it's gonna start. We can't stop it anymore.
Right.
No, we can't. That is all I can tell you guys, but I don't want any of you to forget. Your friend.
What?
He just decided we're friends.
thank you.
Thank you, got a relief. Don't worry, Monotaro. Soichi will get revenge for Mew's death.
That's so mean.
And he will get that revenge by finding the culprit among us. He is right, the culprit is somewhere here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. When this class trial is over, I hope we can all get to know each other better. That's kind of line that triggers a death flag.
Okay.
I want a fresh start. I want to make for my past mistake. That too. Meeting you all has really...
Sorry.
It's nothing. I will save it for after the class trial is finished. The flag is rising. What was that? I think I heard something over there.
All right.
I will go check it all by myself.
So long. Farewell.
What did you say?
It's waving in the wind.
Stupid.
Quit scurrying around. Let's hurry up and go.
Do his best.
Konto do his best to even a little bit useful for everyone. I'm so excited. I will definitely expose the culprit this time. What's so exciting about this? With conflicted emotions in our hearts, we headed to the Shrine of Judgment. Tschüss, Mio. Wait. Also, wir stellen fest, Mio ist da durchgegangen. Was wollt ihr die machen? Also, wir müssen den Fallhergang beschreiben. It looks like that's everyone. Oh, this is everyone, huh? There are a lot of less of us now. That is just half of what we started with. Because we all allowed this game to continue, we must stop it somehow. We cannot stop now. We can't let the fun end.
Don't.
Cut it out. I'm certain this trial will be the last one. Let's focus on surviving that class trial first.
Yes.
You're right. If we mess up here, our numbers will go down even quicker. It would just be the corporate left. That might be okay. Maybe that's just another way to stop the killing game. If we all die, then the killing game would end.
What?
Don't say stupid crap like that. It's pointless if we all die.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to worry. We've got the ultimate detective on
You're
our side.
right.
It's time for the detective to shine. Suichi, please keep up the good work.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do my best. Yes, I have to keep it together. This is the only time my talent can shine. I'm not just saving everyone, my life, everyone's life is on the line. If I can't find the truth, then everyone will be sacrificed. And I will never let that happen.
Come on.
Hey Soichi, you are getting all tense.
I
What?
mean,
Didn't I tell you before? Soichi don't carry all the burden.
Get it?
I didn't tell you before not to get in the way, Kaito. What's your problem?
Really don't.
We are all rallying on Soichi to carry out asses through this class trial, okay? You are like a parrot repeating the same lines over and over. You're bothering me. I think that's the most annoying thing you can do to Soichi, you know that? What do you mean I'm not?
Shut up.
Quikishi, you're annoying.
Please don't.
What? Killer girls glaring at me. I was only kidding around. Maki's glare seemed to be the trick as Kokichi turned around dejected.
jeez.
Finally, that pest is gone. Thanks, Maki Roll. Just suck it up, Kaito. Now's not the time to be bickering with each other. Kaito, I'm okay.
Well,
I know what you want to say, Kaito. You don't have to
I
worry.
believe in you.
I see. In that case, I will believe in you and won't say anything else.
Shuichi!
But if you have any problems, let me know. I will help you. I'm here for you,
Thank you.
bro. Thank you, Kaito. Also, Mio muss in der richtigen Welt gestorben sein.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's go.
okay.
The 8 of us got into the elevator. The door shut behind us. And like those times before, we seen that. Also, boah, also spontan hätte ich jetzt Kaito gesagt, ne? It was that quiet. The only sound I could hear was the beating of my heart in my ears. My body was trembling. The more I tried to control it, the worse it got. There's no way to get used to it, really, the fear of death. We were all fighting it, trying to be courageous. We all felt as though we are going to our own execution. No, not an execution, a test of our will to survive. Oh boy, ich bin ein bisschen ratlos. Also nicht so lost wie letztes Mal. Finally, the elevator stopped and the doors opened. And though I couldn't explain it, my body stopped trembling.
Welcome!
Go ahead and stand by the open podium. Move your asses, you don't want to see what I will do to you if you keep farther waiting. Right, is he back to normal? You're not friend anymore? You jerks must feel pretty slick using Mataro's forgetfulness to befriend him. He just decided on his own that we were friends.
Bastards.
But I won't let you guys trick Monotaro anymore, cause he's already forgotten. He may have forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. But now he's forgotten that he had forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. Thanks to me, cause I smacked the stuffing out of him. How confusing. Well, whatever.
Really?
I can't remember, but one of you guys is the culprit, right? I can't be in the same room as the killer, it's dangerous. I'm gonna go lock myself in my room, maybe even set up a barricade. That's another death flag.
Anyway,
Let's get it started. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. Kokichi just cut. We went up to our podiums as always. We knew what we had to do. There was no press test left in us. It's already the 4th time. The 4th class trial was about to begin. Mio Iroma, the ultimate inventor. She may have given us a lot of trouble, but we all miss her. It's a tragedy after all. She helped me and Kaede with those cameras, gave Kibu extra functions. In the end, she had done a lot for us. And the culprit that killed her is one of us. I need to discover who that is. Und Kokichi ist halt echt verdächtig. In order to survive, I have to find the culprit. And I will fight for it. I will fight the truth and lies in this class trial. Yes, I want to save. Bald kein Speicherplatz mehr, lul. Oh boy. First come, first serve. Regel. Ja, er wird die nicht verwendet haben. Wenn wir das Bild von Mio uns angeschaut haben. Nee. Ein Avatar User Error occurred. Was ist dieser Error? Das müssen wir herausfinden. Das ist die Lösung vom Fall vermutlich. Oh, sie konnte alles rüberholen. Recht simpel. Oh, sie hat, okay, ich verstehe. Sie hat, Kaito weggerufen, damit sie das Brett holen kann. Was wollte sie mit dem Brett? Vielleicht dachte sie, wir müssen da hoch. Okay, aber ich würde sagen, schreibt mir eure Meinung in die Kommentare, denkt darüber nach und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Episode. Bis dann, tschüss.